What up, y'all? It's Malik. Sorry Stays is the brand. Let's get into it, man. Oh, I wanted to do this video for a long time, bruh. Cause, bruh, man, this just reminded me of something. That's why I just stopped real quick. My uncle, and rest in peace to him, he recently passed. Love you, uncle, man. You know, he really recently passed, like, this month. So, and it is, but he actually, growing up, he actually put me on, and I used to hear him play this person growing up a lot. And yeah, give me a moment, bro. Man, let's get it. Tupac, man. Tupac Shakur, bro. Growing up, man, I grew up listening to Tupac, bro. Yeah, rest in peace to Tupac. Rest in peace, Unc. I grew up listening to Tupac, bro. I grew up, man. Y'all be like, a lot of people might be shocked. Be like, hey, you grew up listening to Tupac, bro? Like, I'm not gonna lie. Growing up, I'm not calling Tupac a role model, because even he said he don't want to be a role model in his interviews and stuff. So I understand that and I respect that. But growing up, especially when I was in special education class, I never had anybody to look up to. I don't have an older brother. I don't have a powerful male figure in my life that I looked up to. You feel me? To learn how to become a man. Now, I grew up with both of my parents, but when you grow up around Caribbean/island parents, there's only so much you can work with. Let's be honest. But Tupac, he was that older brother that I never even had. Deadass. He was like that older brother that I never even had. While other people was listening to Lil Wayne at the time growing up for me, Lil Wayne, Birdman, Drake, all of them. Of course I listened to them because I was in the world and I didn't follow God yet. So of course I listened to Lil Wayne, Drake. But I looked up to Tupac more than all these people. It's just the way he carried himself and the way he articulated his words and all of this, that it really inspired me. That it really, like, people look at the because Pac had many sides to him, but my most side that I looked at when I listened to Tupac was the revolutionary side. Was the side that, you know, people really don't look up to. You know, people, most of them look up to the hit 'em up Tupac or the against all odds Tupac, but I looked up to the revolutionary side a lot, and him talking about God more. In actuality, he actually inspired me to start writing. So that's where it came from. Me, when I started writing, I was heavily inspired by him. You know, I was heavily inspired by his, and I'm not gonna lie, when I was a kid, the first song I think I really listened to and put on the ear, it was like, remember the era where you had the, what do you call it? The ear with the wires. It's like the headphones with the wires. When I was a kid, that was what was popping, right? Excuse me. Yeah. I remember the first song I heard when I was a kid and I really listened to it, especially when my uncle played it a lot when I was younger. I really didn't understand it as a kid, but as I grew up and I put on them headphones and listened to, what was it? So Many Tears, bro. Like, bro, that song spoke to my spirit, bro. That song spoke to my spirit. I think that song actually kind of planted seeds of God within me, like really starting to, like, I feel like that what it was, because that song really reached me, bro. Like, him, the way he talked about God and a lot of stuff, it really reached me, bro. It really did. As a kid, I'm like, but that's what I looked up to, growing up. It's kind of like he was an older brother that I never had, bro. Because it's like, through his music and through his interviews, he kind of like inspired me how to move smart, though. Like, move smart, move with wisdom, move with honesty, move with realness. And that's what I love about Tupac, bro. That's what I love about his music. So Many Tears was the banger. It's still a banger. I still listen to it to this day. Rest in peace, Tupac. I know he rested in heaven right now, man. Like, he was honest. He was more honest than a lot of pagan Christians today, bro. Dead ass. He was, bro. If you hear about how he was talking on So Many Tears, bro, come on, you can't tell me that's not honesty, bro. Bro, that whole song was him talking to God, bro. Dead ass. He was talking to God, bro. Like, man. I remember, like, he really inspired me as a kid, even now, bro. He inspired me, bro, to really be real. Really be real with God. Really stand up for something. Really be a shining light in a dark world, bro. There's so much opinions about Tupac out there. A lot of people be like, oh, he was a bad man, he was this and that. I don't care, bro. He really taught me and reached me in many ways that only music can do that, Now, he didn't sit there and teach me, but his music taught me in so many ways, bro. How to be a real dude, how to be honest, how to be a real man, bro. How to be like, stand up for your people, bro. How to have the heart to stand up for your people when no one else would. My nigga Tupac, he was standing up for people when other people were scared, bro. Like, remember when he shot 2 off-duty police officers because they was messing with a black dude? Alright, check this out. Who in the church that will do that, bro? I'll wait. Now, I'm not saying all the churches are like that, but majority of them would stick up for God's people. But who would do that? Come on, I'll wait. Nobody shooting 2 off-duty police officers to save a black dude that was getting bullied, pretty much. He stepped up to the bullies and deaded it, bro. He shot both of them in the butt. Raps. You feel me? He shot both of them in the butt and went back to the hotel and acted like nothing happened. Power, bro. Power. Bro, you can't tell me that's not power. That's the power of God on Tupac life, bro. You can't tell me that's... Bro, this dude shot 2 off-duty police officers to help and save a black man being bullied by 2 white police officers. He shot both of them. He shot both of the police officers in the butt and went back to the hotel with his folks. And if you watch the documentary, he just sat there like nothing happened. Bro, he was dead ass. That was his life. He was dead ass. That was his life. He went back to the hotel acting like nothing happened. No panic, no scared look. Dude was in perfect peace. Dude was in perfect peace after shooting 2 police officers that was bullying a black dude and beating on him. He went back to the hotel with his folks and cousins like nothing happened. He was so unaffected by what he did. Dude was talking about, hey, I want y'all to hear what song I got cooking up. And it was Dear Mama. That's how unaffected he was by what he just did. Bro, you know how much... That's power, bro. That's power. Bro shot two off-duty police officers, went back to the hotel like it was nothing. Talk about, hey, the police banging at the door because they just seen what happened or heard what happened. The police was banging at the door. And he was talking about, he didn't even care. Dude was in perfect peace, but police banging at the door, and he's telling everybody in the hotel, hey, listen to the new song I got cooking up, and it was Dear Mama. Dog, that's power. You can't tell me that's not power, bro. That's power. That's power. Pac had a powerful calling on his life. Pac had a powerful calling on his life, bro. Pac had a powerful calling. And you could see it in his voice too. You can hear it in his voice. Bro's voice was anointed too. His voice was anointed. Bruh, dude had a powerful calling on his life, bro. Now, I'm not saying he was perfect. Nobody's perfect at all. I'm not even perfect. Nobody's perfect. Of course, we all fall short of the glory of God. But, dog, he had a powerful calling on his life. You know? A lot inspires me when I listen to Tupac, bro. Like, really stick up for your people when no one else would. He stood up for his people when no one else would. That's like, his actions remind me of David, bro. Oh my God. His action reminds me of King David. Bruh. Now that I'm thinking about it, his action reminds me of King David. Yo, remember when when Goliath was bullying God's people and was trying to put fear in them and all of that? Who stood up for the people? King David. Dude had just a slingshot and a rock. Hit the forehead. Goliath dead, bro. His action remind me of King David, bro. The same attributes and characteristics. King David saw that Goliath was trying to put God's people in fear and try to put God's people under control. What David do? He like, hey, bro, I'm gonna stand up for God's people, and he was anointed for it. King David just had a slingshot and a rock. He didn't even have armor or any, bro. Just a slingshot and a rock. You lie dead, bro. Standing up for God's people. That's the same characteristic and anointing Tupac had. If you really, you gotta really study the word to know that. You feel me? That's the same characteristic, bro. Same characteristic and anointing. Now, Tupac, he was trying to follow God. When you listen to his music, he was trying, bro. He was really trying. You can't take that from that man. He really was trying. He wasn't perfect, but he was trying. And people would be like, oh, he's in hell burning. Bruh, look at his life with real wisdom and knowledge. Bro was trying. Bro was real. Bro was honest with God. Who you know? Alright, who you know right now who follow God that made us all like Tupac when it comes to so many tears? He was talking so honest with God. I'm trying to remember the lyrics, but he was like saying something about hellfire in the song, man. Like, he was being so honest with God, bro. He's like, Lord, forgive me for my sins before I go. So I'm trying to remember the lyrics. I listened to that song so many times. It's crazy. I listened to that song so many times, I can't even remember it right now. Like, bro, I listened to that song a million times, bro. You know? It's crazy, bro. Oh, he said, Lord, forgive me for my sins, but here I come. Bro, like, he really was trying, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not glazing or anything, but he was really trying. You gotta really look at the dude life, bro. He really was trying. He really was honest. He was being honest in front of the Illuminati and government. Who you know does that, bro? Like, dead serious. You know, especially when it came to surgery. I remember this time when I was in surgery. I came out of surgery. It was like, I had a G-tube. And the G tube is like when you don't eat too much, they put a tube in your stomach and they put milk through it, right? Through a tube, through like a tube, and it goes through goes through the wire or something into the tummy, pretty much. But I was going to get surgery to close that hole because I'm getting better with eating, right? This is around 2015. I was very new to the walk, but only 2 years new. 2 years. And I was still new to the walk with God. But they was stitching, they basically was stitching up the hole because it wasn't closing on its own, obviously. So I was going into surgery, and they came out, right? Pain all right here because of, pain. Man, for some people, right? When they come out of surgery, they be loopy and talking crazy. When I go into surgeries, and I had a bunch of surgeries, thousands, not thousands, but hundreds, right? To be realistic, hundreds, right? Doing all them surgeries, I'll either come out crying or angry. Not angry, but like just wanted to get out of there, right? It is crazy because I be watching people on the internet and a lot of them be coming out crazy and talking crazy and loopy and saying funny stuff. Bro, I don't even come out. I come out conscious, bro, like very conscious, bro. And that's definitely a gift because a lot of people don't come out like that. A lot of people come out loopy, saying funny stuff, all that. I come out, when I used to have surgeries, I come out very conscious. It's just I'll be very nauseous. I'll be very nauseous, but I'm very conscious. I'm aware of my surroundings. I know where I'm at. Like, it's like I'll be very aware. From the moment I wake up, I know where I'm at. Like, I'm very conscious. So when I came out of the surgery, when I came out of the surgeries, right? Or the surgery with the stomach thing, right? Closing up the hole from the G tube, right? Bro, I just wanted to get out of there, bro. I was angry. Like, you could see in my face, I was like, I'm tired of this stuff, bro. I put on my headphones and I played Tupac, Only Fear of Death. And I felt like I was in a movie, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. It felt like I was in a movie, bro. Like, my father was there, so he was strolling me through the hospital. It's like Tufts Medical. It's a hospital in Boston, but he was just strolling me through. Couldn't breathe. Hold up, stuffy nose. But he was just strolling me through, and I had that song full blasted. I didn't talk to him. I just wanted to get out of there. He was just strolling me through to the car, and I was just playing that song blasted. They want to bury me. Yo, what's up? I'm losing my mind. Wait, I'm trying to remember the words. Fall into the pieces of my guilty. I pray to the Lord, but he ignores me. Unfortunate because I'm guilty. Show me a miracle. I'm hopeless. I'm choking on marijuana smoke. Every choking like I'm losing focus. Oh my God, bro. Just listening to that as I'm going through it. Hold up, my nose is dripping. Hold up. I'm trying to remember the words because I'm such a big fan, bro. But like, it was just I had that song blasted as I'm going through the hospital hallways to the car, right? And it's just like, it felt like a movie, bro. It felt like a movie, bro. Like, oh man, that song was dark though. Like, it's a dark song, man. Boy went through a lot, but like, man, I'm trying to remember the song. Hold up. Pray to the Lord, but he knows me. Unfortunate because I'm guilty. Show me a miracle. I'm hopeless. I'm choking on marijuana smoke, but every token's like I'm losing focus until I die. Because I'm hot. I'm trying to remember this song. It is crazy because I play this song all the time, bro. And the moment I want to rap it out, it doesn't want to come out. Oh man, Lord have mercy. But like, I look up to Tupac a lot. especially his revolutionary side, man. Like, if you look at my actions, a lot of what I learned from him, you could see it in how I carry myself. Like, definitely. You could definitely see it. You could definitely see it, for real, for real. You could see it. If you pay attention, you can see it. Like, me being real, me being honest. Like, I'm not afraid to be honest. I'm not afraid to be real, because it's what I grew up listening to. Like, you can't be afraid to be real, bro. Like, for real. Especially, I use that in my walk with God. Like, always be real, bro. Always be real. And I learned that from him. And a lot of other people, too. But I learned that from him growing up. Yeah, I learned that. And shout out. Rest in peace to the icon, man. Rest in peace to Tupac, man. Like, and it's sad, bro, because you could tell he had a lot to offer, bro. He had a purpose, bro. God really wanted to use him, bro. And God was using him, bro, in a lot of aspects. You feel me? You know? He really was chosen, man. He was chosen for greatness, bro. And he achieved it, bro. Like I said, he wasn't perfect, but he did his thing, bro. You can't take that away from him. Did his thing, bro. You know? But that's what I looked up to growing up. Growing up very young, death around the corner, so many tears, only fear of death, dear mama, keep your head up, changes until the end of time, bro. Dear Mr. President. I forgot the title of that song, but it was that. Do for love, bro. How do you want it? Classics, bro. Classics. Bro, I still listen to him to this day. Outlaw, Old School, If I Die Tonight, all types of songs, man. Me Against the World, man. When would I finally get the rest of this oppression? They furnish the people's ask questions. Me Against the World's a classic. I can't rap, but you could tell. You know, very influenced, man. And I'm very influenced by his revolutionary side, bro. Like, definitely, bro. But Hail Mary. But yeah, I'm gonna end it here. Y'all be cool, man. It's Malik. Sorry, says the brand, man. One person also two people that inspired me was him and Lauryn Hill, but I grew up listening to him more. Lauryn Hill didn't get into my ears until I grew up and really understood what she was doing and what she was saying. Now, Tupac and Lauryn Hill, the GOATs of rap, bro, for real. But it's Malik. Sorry, stays the brand, man. Y'all check out my website. I got poetry on there. I got the videos that y'all see on YouTube right now. I got up on there. I got the short stories that I wrote for like 6 years now. I got 50-something stories on there. You can read. It got a lot of grammar. A lot of you feel me? But I just be writing from the heart, bro. So it's like, y'all be cool, man. It's Malik. Sorry, says the brand, man.